Beethoven Boy, and in today's video we're going to learn the major chord. I'm excited for you because you can start playing some songs today. Tons of songs use major chords, and in fact I found some songs that use only major chords. So after today's lesson you should be able to play something. Now in a typical music theory sequence, we'll go over a couple other things before getting to this point. But first of all, it's my class. I can do whatever I want to do. Second of all, I've given you the necessary tools to start building a major chord. I just have to tell you what it is and where it comes from. And thirdly, I want you to play this stuff. It's very important to play this. Very important to know it up here, but if you don't know it here and how to play it, it's kind of pointless. Like, why are you learning this? Okay. So, let's dive in. Let's start with the question, what is a chord? Simply put, a chord is any group of notes played together or played in a harmonic fashion. Now, we don't just randomly throw these notes together. Just like we have different formulas to build different scales, we're going to have different approaches to build different kinds of harmonic groups or chords. Luckily, there is one major approach to doing this, and it is used in a wide variety of styles from 18th century Beethoven works to modern day jazz and R&B. And that's called triadic harmony. Now don't let that word scare you. It simply means we're going to use triads to build our chords. We're going to start with a note. We're going to build a triad on top of that and another triad on top of that. You know what triads are. They're intervals of a third. Okay. So we're going to use the major scale as a starting point and build some triads off of that. Let's take a look at it. Okay, the first way to build these major chords is to use its parent major scale. Let's build a C major chord. Now we have to look at C major scale. You start with the root note, in this case C. You play the third above that, staying in the scale, so E. And then a third above that, G. There's our C major chord. Awesome. Another way to really look at this is root, third, and fifth. Okay, remember we're relating this chord to its parent major scale. So in this case, C is the root, E is the third, and G is the fifth. Let's try G major. So we have to look at the G major scale. So start with the root G. Third above G is B. And a third above that B is D. G major chord. Let's get a little trickier. Let's try an E flat major chord. So let's look at the E flat major scale. Start with the root, E flat, build a third above that, just stay in the scale, G, and a third above that, B flat. There is my E flat major chord. Now let's look at the interval relationship between these notes. Using C major chord, we notice that the interval from C to E is a major third. And the interval from E to G is a minor third. So we have to have a major third and a minor third stacked on top of each other, or major third, perfect fifth. That's another way to build your chords. That way you don't have to do all the scale stuff. Let's just pick a random note. A. A major third above A is C sharp. And a minor third above the C sharp is E. And notice that the outer notes are a perfect fifth. There's your major chord. Let's try another one. Let's do D. Major third above D is F sharp. And then the perfect fifth above D is A. So we have our root, major third, perfect fifth. Sounds like a major chord. So you have two ways to build your major chords. The first is using the parent major scale and then picking out the root, third, and fifth. I like this way because your accidentals will already be in place and you don't have to think about the interval qualities. You just go root, you grab the third scale degree, and you grab the fifth scale degree. Boom, major chord. The other way is to just know the relationships. Root, major third, perfect fifth on the outside. These are both good ways to build your major chords. I would suggest to learn them both. And an even better way to learn these is to simply play these. Let's take a look at a few songs that use only major chords, and hopefully you can play these on your instruments to get a feel for how the major chord sounds and how it feels in your fingers and how it feels inside your body. First one is Louie Louie. This one is an A. Got A major, D major, and E major. That's it. Let's see if I can play it without getting a copyright strike. La Bamba by Richie Valens or Los Lobos. They have a really cool version too. Same thing. C major, F major, G major. And I think he goes back down to F major. All major chords. Let's hear it. This one is The Joker by Steve Miller. F major chord, B flat, C, B flat. Let's hear it. Sweet Home Alabama by Lynyrd Skynyrd. 3 major chords, D major, C major, and G major. Let's hear it. Free Fallin' by Tom Petty. 3 major chords, F major, B flat, C major. That's pretty much the whole song. Three major chords. Let's hear it.